This man also said he could suck his own penis. So
Marilyn Manson. Oh, I know that guy.
supposedly that wasn't true.
He's a douche.
100%.
What?
But okay, this is.
I know it's not true. I know it's a lie.
This is.
But it was the biggest story through the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, Paul? What are you laughing at? What did you do?
What happened to Marilyn Manson?
I didn't do nothing.
I can go back and watch it.
Wait, what do you suck your own dicks? Is that
No.
what we're like? Did you
Anyway, the whole Marilyn Manson thing. I feel as if that was kind of like people should have known that was coming.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
everybody's been saying that. Like, people should have just seen it. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah, like, I mean.
Because when you get in a character
A lot of his
role,
lyrics were very, it's.
and you're
becomes you.
there so long, like you kind of become the person you're pretending to be. And like he's never really portrayed himself as a good person. And every time I've ever seen him, he was always really drugged up and horrible live. So like, I mean, he had some really good music in the 90s, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be serious. Like, dude was kind of a dildo.
A little bit. But I will say he did have a nugget
Fuck
of.
off. What do you want?
He had a nugget of wisdom when I will say when he got interviewed on Bowling
Fuck
for
no,
Columbine, that movie about Columbine. He got interviewed on there, and like they said, you were a big influence, is what everybody's saying, because they were listening to you when they killed a bunch of people, and he goes, honestly, that's because nobody ever listened to them.
And it's 100% true.
And it was just like nobody ever heard them. Nobody ever heard their pleas. I would have listened to them. I would have, if you had a chance to sit with them and talk to them. He was like, I would have heard them out.
That's a weird thing when people blame shit on music and like video games.
I mean, it's an influence, but it's not the full spectrum. There's a lot more going on with people's lives, and they misinterpret and misconstrue things.
100%.
Yeah.
And when you do have mental problems, like, and some, like, you hear people like Marilyn Manson talk about something, like you said, you can misinterpret what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. He could just be doing this. It's literally his performance, his gimmick. And people should understand that. But a lot of people look too deep into it.
100%. And people like Marilyn Manson don't take it off. Like, when they're on stage, it's one thing to be that character. Marilyn Manson never turned that off. He became that person.
Yeah, he kind of just
like,
literally.
That's who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and I mean, whatever punishment comes his way, he kind of deserves it. But it's like I think he deserves it. But at the same time, you should have seen it. You should have seen the signs sometimes. And he had trouble years back, and people.
And they shrugged it off. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like the same type of allegations, but everybody was like, nah, it's Marilyn Manson. He would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Out of anyone, I feel like it would be Marilyn Manson. But I mean, that's the same thing. Like saying, like, well, he's a Catholic priest. He would never touch a little kid, and Catholic preachers touch little kids. So I mean, you can't really judge a book by its cover. I get that. Mm-hmm. Marilyn Manson is a great musician.
I look at him like that, he's a pretty decent musician, but I can't really I don't really care for him anymore after hearing all these things. But like, I mean, it's just like I hope he can get the help he needs in order to
absolutely,
because I don't believe that a person should just be condemned for life. I believe that there's restoration and growth,
100%,
whatever direction you can do, and if he can grow out of that, that would be fucking awesome.
I have always said, if you don't
and the trap singer, I would love him to grow out of that too. But like,
if you don't believe a human being can change and you cancel them immediately, what the fuck is the point? Like, why are we even trying? Nobody can change then. We're all just...
Everybody's condemned to their own role in life, and that's what we are. And we can't be anything different.
Then you're failing yourself, by not believing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird thing to me, the whole cancel culture thing. I speak out against it as much as I possibly can.